What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 18. I am Bret, a.k.a. Enigma9011. I'm joined once again today by Big John, a.k.a. Grind USA 232 over on Twitch. What this podcast is, we bring a topic of conversation to this table. We talk about it for your amusement. Hopefully you have a good time. You can catch it live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 and be in the chat right now, like Lady Killer Bunny is, Rainbow, Kaleidoscope, WBT 2000, and Hayden Ass Hater Pancake Bay. Not gonna lie, as I was going through that, I almost said Rainbow Bunny Scope or something like that, and I was like, nope, that is not her name.
That is not a real person.
That is not her name. Let's see. Topic better be lit. I don't know. Topic's intense for me. But anyways, we bring a topic to the table. We discuss it for your amusement. You can watch it live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011, like I said. Or you can watch it a week later over on youtube.com. Search Enigma9011. We break it out topic by topic. And you can also watch it in full if you like the content that way. Once you're there, hit that sub button. If you're here on Twitch, hit that follow button. Maybe hit that sub button as well. And support your boy in the stream. That'd be cool. Like Lady Killer Bunny did today with 5 months. So we didn't really decide who was going first, me or John, but John has two topics. We're going to do a fan topic later as well. So I guess, John, you start off with one. I'll go second to break up your two topics. So go your second, and then we'll end up on the fan topic and wrap it for the evening. Well, at least this podcast. Take it away! Drunk Go Tanks. Oh, of course he stood. I thought he was going to fall over. Drunk Go Tanks!
It's good lemonade. Thank you. No, I'm kidding.
My topic!
So my first topic. I just got done watching a really cool movie called Enter the Dragon. It is a story about Bruce Lee and how he came to America. And how his actual style developed. It's a really good movie. You should watch it. But it got me really thinking. If there was a Karate Kid story, and I was the kid in Karate Kid, who would I want my master to be? And what style? And why? Monsieur Brett.
Oh, I'm just going right off it. You don't have an example or whatever?
I do. Would you like one?
No, I'm good. I know mine.
Okay.
Mine was pretty easy. Honestly, fuck.
Drunk Go Tanks!
Drunk Go Tanks confirmed. I don't know. I
can give you an example if you like.
No, I got mine that I'm settled on.
Oh, and just so to clarify, they can be dead.
Yeah.
And you can want them to come back. Mm-hmm. And they're alive in your scenario. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you wanted Bruce Lee is alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about Lee. I thought about I thought about Bruce Lee and Jet Li. I think both would be cool.
Contemplating for one more.
But I think I'm gonna go with my boy Chuck.
Chuck Norris?
I'm gonna go with Norris.
So you want to learn karate?
And the thing about that is he doesn't know only karate. He knows a plethora of stuff.
Really?
Yes, he studied. We did a book report, or had to, in Taekwondo on him.
You have to do book reports in Taekwondo?
It was a leadership team thing, like instructor training type deal.
Okay, so I was about to say, if I gotta go to Taekwondo and I gotta do a book report, or any martial art, I gotta do a book report as a student, bye.
Anyway, so yeah, I read that, and it was pretty interesting. I think I'd like to learn from him just because, like I said, he was varied in his styles. Obviously, karate was his main, but I think him, and I don't know, he seems like very calm. Not that, like, the others aren't, but, like, I feel he's the more down-to-earth and kind of thing. So, like, obviously I'd be able to learn a lot from him. But I think it'd be more of a relaxing scenario type of deal. Why? Well, I think that was the why. Yeah.
And what style?
Oh, what style? Honestly, whatever. Honestly. Like, in my scenario, I'm not, like, 10 getting beat up by a bully and then need Mr. Miyagi to come save me. I just want to, like, learn more, you know? So, like, I'd assume I'm the current age I am. I've already learned what I have in Taekwondo, so it'd be like building upon it. It's like, because right now I can still learn more in a way, but like it's essentially taking what I know already and just applying it a different way, like a new sparring combination or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not super new, but it's a new way to look at things. So I feel like that it'd be a way to kind of essentially start something new, but also like recognize the similarities between styles. Like, oh, you do this technique this way in this style, or this way in this style, or whatever. And then, yeah, there obviously be new forms or patterns to learn, and different self-defense techniques that maybe they designed or whatever it is. So I think that would be a nice blend or elaboration on top of it. I'm not really interested in learning any judo he did a little background on too, like throwing people and shit like that, but like obviously we talked about in the past with what martial arts would you want to learn. I don't want to really learn any like jiu-jitsu or ground fighting submissions type deal. That's just not my shtick. But more stand up and being aware and reacting, I guess, is wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I think Chuck, and I'd be able to understand him.
Yeah. For me, I've said this since I was a kid. I want Jackie Chan to teach me, and just his entire style. Like, I love the way he fights. From what we see in movies, we don't know if that's how he actually fights, but kind of just like the crazy, just like, oh shit, fuck, oh, damn it, improvise, fuck, this is it, oh shit, I got this now. Like that's kind of cool to me. Like, I'm using this telephone pole or this telephone with this cord, wrapping you up in it, and now I've subdued you. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny, kind of cool, kind of like me. So yeah, I'd pick Jackie Chan. I think Jackie Chan and I would get along personality-wise very well, just from some of the interviews I've heard him speak of. Yeah, bro, it was broken English, but he knows more English than most Chinese people, so it would be a little bit easier. I mean, Chris Tucker is one of his best friends, so he and Chris Tucker and him talk a lot. So I think it would be really cool if I got to learn from Jackie. Just not only because him and my personality and his personality are somewhat alike. I'd like to learn the discipline side of Kung Fu, because obviously his style is Kung Fu. But obviously there's just so much to learn in it. But his is mainly the Drunken Fist, and obviously the Tiger, the Crane, I mean all that, and just the peace and the harmony behind it and the meditation, because having ADHD, I want to have that moment of peace and just discipline, serenity, where I can just sit there for an hour and just meditate and not fall asleep, but really focus on, I don't want to say chi because I don't really believe in chi, but center my focus and be at one with my mind and my body and my soul, and just sit there and let it be what it is, a body in peace. So I think he would be able to teach me that, and that'd be really cool.
Did I tell you the story about what Ramonzo taught me in meditation type thing? Well, you mentioned chi and how you're on it. I was that way too. And then fucking magic happened. So I don't know if it's chi or if it's the what is it called in Indian culture, the chakra type thing. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently in the palm of your hand there is a spot where energy flows out of. Mm-hmm. And if you do a type of breathing exercise, you can feel the negative energy coming out of you. Mm-hmm. So what you do is you line up your spine and you sit. You don't have to sit, obviously how every meditative stance is with the fucking feet on top or whatever, but you sit comfortably. crisscross applesauce or whatever. You take your hands, you rub them up a little bit just to warm them up. You put them about this far apart, and you just breathe. Every time you inhale, you bring your hands apart. When you exhale, you bring your hands together. You don't touch. You just go here. All right, I'm already kind of feeling it a little bit. But you just go through this motion. Now, you won't feel it for a while. And if you focus on it, it's not going to work. But you go through this, just deep breathing, just relaxing, chilling, playing some b-ball outside school. And eventually, you're going to notice that it gets a little bit harder to put your hands together. Like, it feels like opposite poles of, like, a magnet, like that force. And your hands will actually start to, like, if you really, like, when I was getting, I was like, oh, shit! Like, playing with it, and, like, they can't touch. And, like, things like that. But, like, you can actually...
I made a cheat ball. I am Goku.
But,
Yay!
But you can actually, like, feel the, like, that...
The energy.
Yeah, and you can't put your hands together. It's really fucking cool.
I mean, it's more so just because of my religion. I don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean... I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. People have felt it, and people have gone with it and used the chakra and all that, so, I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I never, like, saw it as, like, a religious thing. I understand, obviously, Buddhism or Hinduism, whatever.
Yeah, because
it's
very, very related.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with the Shaolin monks and learning gung fu, like after watching this movie, it is a lifestyle. It is your life. It's not just a martial art. It is who you are. You become it. It becomes you. It is almost a religion. So, for me to want to go, like, I find peace in Jesus, don't get me wrong, but I want to find more discipline. And I mean, the only way that I can do that right now through Jesus is doing it myself, and I don't have a lot of discipline in it. So I'd like a teacher that is very disciplined on me, and I know that Jackie Chan would be that for me.
Man, I think I gave the Tai Chi a shout out in the martial art one topic. I don't remember, but it was something like, the meditation or whatever.
Yeah,
because, like, even though it's not necessarily, like, defending yourself and stuff like that, but it's more of, like, a mental,
body,
yeah, kind of thing. Not that other martial arts aren't, but I feel like...
Well, actually, in the movie, the monk who fights Bruce Lee, spoiler alert for Enter the Dragon, he fights a Tai Chi master. So it is an actual fighting style. Well,
yeah, pressure points and all that. I know, but, like, that would be the aspect that I would go for, not for, like, haha, now you can no longer use your arm, or where the fuck it is, It'd be more of, like, the mental.
Or like the Chinese movies where it's like, haha,
yeah. I want to learn that.
Me
Wait,
too.
what? I can imagine the trainer or the master being like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Is people just speaking
I
Japanese?
want to delay speak. What?
Delay speak? What's delay speak? Here, let me show you. He's speaking Chinese. No, he's speaking English. A certain type of English. He's speaking Chinese, and they're just dubbing over it.
What?
What is this madness?
No!
What is this madness? You mean I have to learn a whole new language, too? Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh, this is going to be hard. So that was mine, and it's kind of cool, because I miss martial arts, and I miss doing it. But, like, going back to jiu-jitsu, it's just... I went to jiu-jitsu in the beginning because I wanted to learn something, and I wanted to learn how to, one, defend myself, two, give myself more confidence in if I was ever to get into a fight, I know what I'm doing. And most of the time people go to the ground, so it's like I want to know how to defend myself on the ground. And three, just I love martial arts, and I enjoy grappling and throwing people, so that's why I did that. But I want to find more purpose in martial arts than I already have, and right now it's kind of like going back to jiu-jitsu. I feel like there is no purpose in it. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels stale. I mean, yes, my body can't take the pressure or the strain. I have to force it, which sucks and it hurts, but, you know, best way to do something is throw yourself in the fire sometimes, especially with martial arts. But I want to find a purpose in it. Like, there's something there behind it. What's the real meaning of finding it? Like, I don't want to go back into tournaments. Like, I don't want to just be like this guy is like, oh yeah, I'm a badass because I know jiu-jitsu and I'm a purple belt. Don't mess with me. No, I don't want that. I want to be like, I'm a purple belt because of XYZ. And I have yet to find that, and that's kind of why I haven't gone back yet.
Fair enough. I get that. Cool. Alright.
Here you go.
Thanks. Topic 2. Alright, so
Getting the coffee out for this.
I've been on a fucking tear with these real talk topics.
Real talk.
Real talk, bitches.
Real talk with Enigma and Big John.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
I debated doing a fun topic, but our third chair is missing, and I needed a third for it. Pancake could have been here too, but she's a hater. Hashtag real talk. Yep. So
Real talk.
earlier in this week, now I'm gonna keep everything vague and not name names, because that is not my place to do so, because it's not my business.
Because he's a good man.
I try to be, but anyway.
You're such a good man, why do you got a red box around you?
Yeah, it's strange stuff. So anyways, so I was free, but no. Okay, you can... Oh, boy. Anyway. Alright. So, I was having a discussion earlier in this week with a friend, and I learned some things, or noticed some things that are going on with someone in their life. I'll leave it at that. Anyway,
I'm intrigued.
So I've been talking to this person for a while, obviously, because we're friends and yada yada yada. And I've noticed that there's a lot of negative that comes up when talking about this person. Not the person I'm talking to, but the person they're talking about.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
So when you two are talking,
mm-hmm.
and this third person gets brought up,
yeah,
the second party is talking negative about the third party.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time when this purdy comes up, it's something negative. Now, it's not, hate, blah, blah, blah. It's more like, oh, I don't like
just
this,
bad,
or
just
this
bad
is
talk.
not. Yeah, exactly. So, I obviously was not a fan of that. And this is the only example. I've had other situations where I've talked to people and they have a lot of negative in their life, like, oh, why is this way, or this is difficult, or things like that. And obviously, as a friend, you want to be supportive and you want to assist and, be helpful when and where you can. And, like, you want to share your opinion. So my topic is there such a thing as too much help? Like, obviously everyone has their own life. Everyone can make their own decisions. Ultimately, it comes down to them. What do they want to do? Sometimes, with these certain conversations, with these certain individuals that I've had, where I've put out my opinion, occasionally I will think, you know what, Brett? Maybe you're stepping a little too far. That's not your place to say it, even if it may be
the truth,
the correct thing to say, or the true thing to say. Like, because I honestly have no power to tell somebody, you're living the right way, you're living the wrong way. I can only speak from my opinion. And like, oh, shit. What was I gonna say?
You have no right to say you're living the wrong way, right?
Yeah, I have, like, there's no... Like, that's with anybody, anything. Just even a choice in general. Like, if a person chose to eat thing A versus thing B, I can't be on top of that person like, you know what? That's not good, or you shouldn't make that choice, or you chose wrong, or whatever, because, that's fucking ridiculous. They, can and have made that decision on their own. Almost said choice as, like, choice and decision at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, even if you know something is a wrong or not the best situation, is there such thing as helping too much?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way, like, the way I see it is, like, your sanity matters more.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can only help somebody so much. The goal is to help them and be a good person, yes. But if it drives you to go insane, and no matter how many times you give this person advice or guidance and they just still don't take it, that's not on you.
Right.
That's not you. That is you trying to help, and basically it's like, if the person keeps asking that, if you keep giving them advice, then you're stupid. And that's helping too much. Because it's not going anywhere. The best way to help somebody in that scenario is, you don't listen to my advice, so why am I giving you advice? Why do you ask for it? Challenge them. Put it back on them. Get them to realize, oh, I'm not? I thought I was. Make them think. I mean, that's what I do with the teenagers all the time. Like, teenagers come to me and ask me advice all the time. Like, what do I do in this situation? What do I do in this situation? I mean, my friend Caleb still asks me. And I give them my advice. And if they don't take it, it's their choice.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it. If they keep coming to me, and coming to me, and coming to me, and coming to me, then it's like with Caleb's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. I know he comes to me because, one, he's in a fit of either anger, rage, or extreme emotion, and he just needs to clear his head before he does something stupid. So that's why he calls me and asks me, what would you do in this situation? Because I know you keep a calm, level head most of the time. Alright, well, this is what I would do in this situation. Okay, I'm going to do that. And 9 times out of 10, I think he does do it. I don't know, though. I'm not there when he does it. But in your situation, I don't know exactly what is being said, and I don't know, like, what exactly you're saying to them. So, like, in that situation, my first reaction would be, if this person keeps talking negative, it's like, yo, listen, like, I don't care what your opinion is of this person, but this is my opinion of the person. It's not fair that they're not here to defend themselves, so let's not talk about them. And I mean, if it's constructive and it's a way for us to help them, I'll talk about it, because that sometimes needs to happen. But if we're just going to belittle the person and sit here and talk about how bad they are, then no, I don't want to be a part of that, because that's not their value. That's not who they are. Like, quite honestly, like, the best way to help this person is call them out and say, you need to stop talking bad about this person. I know you have a problem with them. Work it out. Like, grow up and work it out. Talk to them, confront them, because if they're adults, that's what you should do. That's the best way to help. Is like, you need to confront this person, and until you do, stop talking about it to me.
See, like, the lady asked in the chat, so to clarify, is the person... I'm just going to...
I can kind of see it.
Is this person coming to you for advice, or are they coming to you venting and you're offering the advice? Just thought it might change the thought a little bit. The thing
that's different, though.
Yeah, absolutely. They are just... They're not directly asking for anything, but... It's how a person is treating another person.
Okay.
So, like, my
So party 3 is treating party 2 poorly, or is party...
Correct.
Okay.
So, how this person I am talking to is being treated, I believe, is wrong and should not happen. No one should feel this way.
Well, then I can tell you this much. And I have a very specific thing. There's a girl that I was talking to for a very long time. She was beautiful. She was awesome. She was great. Only problem was she had a boyfriend. I was like, you know what? I completely understand. I understand if you're kind of in and out with him. It's all right. When you guys are completely broken up, come back and talk to me. Until then, I'm not going to say I'm going to wait, but if I'm around and I'm single, I'll be more than happy to take you out on a date. But figure stuff out with what you're doing. Things got on and off quite a bit. I found out that she kept going back to him. She kept going back to him. It was like, if he's so bad, why do you keep going back to him? And just trying to give her advice. And you should just leave him. You shouldn't have to deal with this because he's being mean to you. Like, he beat her and stuff. And she still kept going back to him. At that point, she is the one making the decision to do it. Mm-hmm. There's no advice you can give to a person, right, that will change their mind. So, quite honestly, the way that it sounds is kind of the way that Killer Bunny is saying it. This person is just venting because they need to vent. Mm-hmm. And they trust you enough to vent to you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not, that's not end goal or anything. Not trying to weasel my way into anything. If it were...
That was just my
No, I understand.
Story.
I understand.
Yeah,
I just want to put that out there because, internet's jumpy on things. Because so many people
no
watching
conclusions.
This podcast. But
we don't jump to conclusions either.
Never do. Brett hates Jews. What? No. That's the thing too that I'm about it, because I don't want to ruin anybody's life or things like that.
Well, here's the thing. If they're not asking for advice, you don't always have to give it. Mm-hmm. If you feel obligated to give it, maybe sometimes don't, and see how you feel after. Mm. And see if you feel okay about it. If you feel indifferent about it, go differently about it. It's kind of like what I deal with in car sales. Read the emotion. Read what you're feeling. Don't just feel it and feel it. Read what you're feeling. Actually dig into what you're feeling and why you're feeling that way when somebody's talking. When somebody's talking to you and you start to feel angry, why am I getting angry? What about what they are saying angers me? Oh, they're talking about politics. Mm-hmm. Politics is a touchy subject because they're talking about things that I care about and they are disagreeing with me. Okay, now, they disagree with me. What do they disagree with me about? Dig deep into that. Why do we disagree? It's like that. So it's with this person, it's this person's sharing information with me. And it's the same kind of information the whole time. This person's being treated wrongly over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And if it sounds like you're giving the same advice over and over and over and over again, you can't keep kicking a dead dog.
Right. And that's the thing too, conversation wise, that always is in my head. If you, we talked about the venting thing, if you are talking to me about a subject, that means I want to talk about this subject, right? So, like, if you didn't want my input, my feedback, my return of volley here, why bring that up? You know?
Here's the thing. Sometimes, and this is kind of what I've learned with women, sometimes they just need somebody to listen. Sometimes people just need somebody to listen to them. Like me, I'm kind of wired like a woman. I want somebody to listen to me sometimes. Just because I have so much going on in my head, I just needed to get it out.
Right, but you want it out because maybe this person can give you an opinion you haven't. Like, when I blow up about work and things like that, obviously I'm having a stressful time, but, like, I'm never like, oh, fuck John, he doesn't know what's going on with work. Whenever, like, you say something about it or Billy says something about it, I'm never like, nah, fuck that. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll listen to it and things like that. No.
There are some times where some people work it out by talking. Mm. So, like, me, I work things out when I talk about them sometimes. And it just takes me a minute. I start talking about it, and it's like, okay, I'm starting to understand. Oh, and then so this will. Oh, and then that, and so I get to the conclusion myself. I just need to verbalize it, and I need somebody to help confirm it for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just something I hate. Not hate. I dislike about conversating. Like, if you just needed to shoot it out there, to me that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know.
People work in different ways, man.
I know, but
it's the most confusing thing is communication.
Like just listening to someone. Like, I get that you want somebody to hear you what you're saying, but that's because of you'd want the return too. Like, I don't know, if you just need to say it, then go say it to yourself. Like, you could say everything up here to yourself, you know?
Yeah,
but or you could say it out loud to a mirror. Like,
sometimes it doesn't have the impact that it needs, because if I'm saying it to you,
but why me? Why, or why Party X in general? Like, so why put that on them?
So for one, it makes it real. It makes it real when I'm talking.
Yeah, but not if I'm able not to return anything. I could be a fucking brick wall for all I care there. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying your subject matter isn't important, because it obviously is, and you should talk about it. But if that's the case, why... Okay, it's a bad example, but this is what I think about. Like, okay, you're walking in with all this paperwork, right? Mm-hmm. You walk into my desk or wherever the fuck I am. You plan it, and you just go. Like, hey, here's all these things to do. Not that I have necessarily a responsibility to keep thinking about this sheet of paper, this sheet of paper, this sheet of paper, but maybe it's just me. Like, if you came to me and dropped this off at me, I'm going to be thinking about it. I'm going to stress out over things that are stressing you out. I'm going to be happy about the things you're happy about. I'm going to be interested in the new things you want to do. Like, I'm invested. Like, obviously, I'm listening to you there. I'm looking at the fucking paperwork and looking at all these taxes or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like...
No, I understand. Conversation is two ways. But I think I'm just thinking of it as because in marriage, sometimes it doesn't need to be two ways, just because you know the person so well. And that sometimes the person just needs to talk it out, and you understand it, and you just see it, and you let it happen. Mm. Sometimes with really good friendships and relationships, like, I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I talk to that I just go and I just say, hey, listen, I need you to listen to me. And they just let me talk.
I mean, I've done this in chat too, where someone will bring something up, then it'll be like, oh man, this isn't happening. Oh, this isn't, like, nobody wants to do this. And I'm like,
I got one.
Do you want me to do something about it? Do you not want me to do something? Like, don't fucking do that to me, you know? I don't know. There's messes with me.
Like, there's my one friend Willie, who has kids. He volunteers with youth with me, and after almost every Monday night, we kind of hang out, and I just start talking to him. Just talking. And he'll listen. And he'll just listen to me. And then it's just like, this is what I'm feeling. He's like, well, just go do it. Those are the only words he ever really says.
Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't feel like he needs to put anything in. Like, I understand if you talked it out and you came up like this with the solution, like you said. Like, obviously Willie heard that. And he's like, you know, he heard a solution that he agreed with. And he's like, go for it. He had nothing further to input there. Mm-hmm. Like, that's still a back and forth. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, you're good. You know, you figured out your own shit. It's just like kid working through a math problem or something like that. Like, you know, you give the little like, yeah, that's good. Or, no, don't do that. You know, like, it's the little things. It's just like...
And sometimes, and that's exactly my point. So it's like, like I said, sometimes I talk it out, and I figure out the solution on my own. I just need that confirmation.
Mm-hmm. But when you don't get the confirmation you're looking for, and then it's just open end. Yeah, and I'm like, do you want my input here? Like, I have a thought on it, you know, and then fucking throw it out there, and it's like, I don't know, man. Lady just responded with a paragraph, so I'm going to scroll to it.
Some people don't necessarily need an opinion or for you to offer a solution, but they want validation basically for something to say, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and that really sucks, or that's great, or whatever. I think that's what she said.
Yeah, I just got the tail end of it as you said it.
And then
sometimes you can just literally ask if they want more input.
The little things can make a big difference. That's very, very true.
I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, and that's a good point, too. It's just, hey, listen, you know, do you want my input? Because
yeah, but that's
I have some.
Every fucking time when it's constant, and it's not just this one example. Like I said, this is numerous examples. I'm kind of branching off of one. It's just this recent one put me on this path for the topic. Like, because that's like every...
Oh, here's another thing. So, like, kind of how I was talking to you about, like, your sanity matters more than anything. Because if you are not sane, your input is actually garbage. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't actually help the situation.
I agree with that. Excuse me.
So sometimes you may have an input, like a youth group. There are sometimes I have an input to say on what kids are asking or what they're saying, but then and I read the situation and I say, you know what? I look into myself as like, mostly for me, it's am I looking to bring attention to myself, or am I trying to answer their question? This is how I'm reading that specific situation. And most of the time, the two things that I look for, okay, is this going to encourage them? Is this going to break them down? And is it going to point them closer to God? Second, is it going to bring me glory, or is it going to bring God glory? Those are the two things that I look for in my head, and this is what's going through my head as they're asking the question, and I know I have something I can say about it. And if those don't, if the answer is no, it's not going to edify them, it's not going to encourage them, and it's going to bring glory to me, I don't say it because of the situation I'm in, and it doesn't bring them closer to God, because the situation I'm in is my desire, and my head leader's desire is to bring them closer to God, edify them, and encourage them, and for God to be glorified, not me. So if I'm not meeting those expectations, then I don't do it. And it kind of like with work as well. Like, I could have a bunch of information, and the customer needs to know the information. And, you know, I'm being honest. If my boss says, hey, this is the price of the car, this is where we're at, you know, I have a little playroom, but you don't need to tell the customer that. I don't have to tell the customer we have a little playroom. I don't have to if I choose not to, if I read the situation that the customer is happy. Because if I tell him, oh yeah, we have more playroom, he's going to want more. So it's kind of like, You read the situation, you think about it, you critically think like in those moments, and I think it's just because I'm just socially adept, and that's not a jab at you. It's just the only word I can think of, because I work in a social environment where I'm talking to people nonstop and having to read their emotions, read how they're feeling, read if they're ready to do something, get them to do something if I want them to. But it's if basically if you feel that giving your input will stress you out, don't give it. Yes, you care about this person. Yes, you want to give them your input. But if it's going to drive you somewhere farther down the road that you're not going to be in a good mood, in the right state of mind, in a place where you can keep giving good advice to people that need it or support when they need you. Like, say that party that you're having this issue with drives you to have I don't want to say a mental breakdown, but like a mini like, I can't deal with this right now. And then Billy calls and just, God forbid, knock on table, knock on wood. Hey, Brett, my grandpa just died. I need somebody to talk to. You're not in the right state of mind to give him the attention and the support he needs, because you're dealing with this, because you're trying to help this person. You need to help yourself before you can help others. Because if you're not in the right state of mind, if your body, mind, and soul are not at peace, you can't give it. That makes sense? And that's kind of what I try to do. If I'm not in the right state of mind, I don't go out and I don't do it. I wait. It's not that I wait, but I try and get there by, like, if at one youth group, if I'm really angry, and there are times where I do get angry, very, very, very angry. The whole entire time I'm praying, I'm like, God, help me not be angry right now, because I know you want me to teach these kids something. I know you want me to speak into their life. I'm waiting to hear from you. God, give me peace. And eventually, my anger goes away. And I'm in the right state of mind. Okay, God, is there anything you want me to say to them? No, not now. Okay, I'm just going to do me then. I'm just going to be John Danke, and hopefully they seem to like it and they want to be like me, because all I want to do is grow closer to you. Does that make sense?
It's never a stressful thing. It's just like now it is, because we're putting it all out there. But like, I'm never like, fuck, here we go. I mean, I was with one situation, and like you mentioned before,
and it never is. It never. You never feel that way right when it's happening. It's just, how do I help this person?
Well, yeah and no. Like you said, if it's getting to the point where it's stressing me out, you gotta just nip in the butt and say no. And I did that with one of these examples. There's plenty of times where something was coming up, and I'm like, no, not doing this right now, because I don't need that, or whatever. It's just, I don't know. Like, I'm seeing something that is, I believe, wrong. And not like wrong, like, you chose this or chose this. Like, morally, that's not how you should treat someone else.
Yeah.
And, like,
I'll give you a good example. My sister treats my mom like shit. And I have called her out on it. She still treats my mom like shit, and my mom lets it happen. There's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
No matter how hard I try. So I can either let it stress me the fuck out to where it goes into my job, my home, my church, this, and if y'all see me stressed out, y'all will be stressed out. So it's an energy that I bring with me. So I can either let it stress me out and stress out everything else I care about, Or I can take one day at a time, one problem at a time, and just be me. And the only way that I know how to fix that situation is just love my mom the way that she's supposed to be loved. Because I know that she appreciates it when at least one of her kids love her. Because my mom gives a lot of love. So if one kid is being disrespectful and the other 2 or 3 are being loving and caring, I know that makes up for it for her sometimes. Because she loves my sister, but my sister drives my mom fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And there'll be a point in our time where, God forbid, knock on the table, that my mom gets driven in the hospital because of my sister, and we're going to have to look at my sister's like, you have no choice but to move out because you're going to kill our mom. And unfortunately, that's where it's going to have to come down to, because my mom doesn't have the cojones to kick my sister out. And I've said that to her face. So I don't mind saying it to the whole entire internet and the whole world.
Alright, I think that wraps.
Did that help?
I don't know, to be honest.
Did it give you some clarity at least?
I hope so. A little. I don't know. Topic 3!
Well, before, just main point.
Yeah.
Worry about your state of mind. If you can't help yourself, if you are in a place where is turmoil, then you're not able to help.
Right.
And if it's morally wrong and the person keeps going towards it, the only thing I can tell you is to keep loving the person, no matter what. Keep offering the helping hand, not always the advice, but the helping hand and the gestures. Like, what can I do? What can I do to help you? How can I help you? Because then they have to give you some kind of commitment to say, this is how. And if they don't give you anything, it's like, I don't know. Then just listen and let them talk. I mean, I'm good with letting things go in one ear, out the other. Sometimes not latching on to certain things. Not everybody can do that. So I guess just try and do those things. If that helps at all.
Alright.
But topic 3.
Topic 3.
On a lighter note.
It's a roller coaster. I'm always the down slopes. Or the
No, you're the tension builder.
There you go. Damn it, now I want to go on a roller coaster.
So my next question is, I maybe want to switch it up a little bit.
Oh shit, audible. Okay.
So there might be a third to it.
Okay.
So first part of it is, what Power Ranger from any season or movie do you most relate yourself with, and why? 2, what Power Ranger from any season or movie would you want to be? And 3, if you could make up, say you are the 6th Ranger for the newest brand new season, what color would you be? And we'll just say this is a brand new season that hasn't come out yet. What would the storyline be? What would the Megazord type be? You know what I mean? Like,
shit, I'm gonna need a notepad. Hold on. I just want to make sure I answer all the questions.
Yeah, that's actually kind of good.
And my legs when they stretch out. Okay.
And then a 4th one. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So,
first one is, what Power Ranger do you feel you most relate to character-wise in any of the series or movies?
Relate to. Got it.
Second one is, which one would you want to be?
Wanna be. Got it.
And third one is, if there was a brand new season coming out,
which there is, Power Rangers Beast, your boy's trying out. JK, I could though.
you could.
Yeah.
You probably would make it though.
There's one qualification. I'm like, don't know. You have to look like you're 16 to 18.
Just shave.
Yeah, shave the baby face, Bret, kicking ass. Yeah.
When you shave, you look 20. You look 10 years younger.
No shit for this role. You have to move to the Netherlands for like 9 months. Fuck yeah, man!
You should totally do it.
Holy shit!
Hey,
totally,
girl! You should totally try.
Parlez-vous français? Oh wait, wrong country. Shit.
So,
you can pass for 18.
So, I could not. Bald head, no. No 16-year-old has bald hair.
All right, sorry. New season.
So basically, after this brand new one that they're doing,
Beast. Yes.
So, what would be the premise? So basically, like the first one was dinosaurs. What would be like this one?
Premise. Okay.
You are the Sixth Ranger.
Sixth Ranger. Okay.
What is the color lineup? What is your color?
Oh shit. Okay. Color line. And your own.
And what is your Megazord?
Megazord. Well, just Zord, technically. The whole thing is the Megazord.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and does your Zord go into their Megazord, or is it like Tommy's?
Do you have your own? Just the Dragon Zord, or do you eagle latch in the back, and you're like,
now
we can win.
The Dragon Zord did kind of morph with theirs as well. At the end.
With the super armor and had the mask,
yeah,
and the giant green circle in the middle. Yep.
But for the longest time, it was just the Dragon Zord, and he was strong enough to be his own Zord. Like he didn't have to combine or anything. So.
Okay.
So this is a good one. This is a very good one. Very lengthy one.
Macario says, 1, I'm not sure. 2, I'd like to be White Ranger from Dino Thunder. That Ranger was freaking dope.
Yeah, that was
And he
one.
said, I don't know, GG, I lost for 3.
Good game. So we'll go back and forth on this one.
Okay. So we're starting with number 1.
Yes.
Who do we relate to the most from any of them?
Or who do you see yourself most as,
Right. Am I starting or you starting?
You can start if you want.
Dicks. Okay.
You want me to start or you want to start?
I started your topic last time. Why don't you start your topic this time?
Alright, let's see. So, there is a guy, I think it's Wild Force.
Wild Force, Power Rangers.
Yep, it's that
one.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm going to sing most of these things, not going to lie.
And he is the Red Ranger.
Okay, the guy who stabbed another dude with a sword. Maybe. IRL, not in the...
Oh.
Yeah, he went to jail. Yeah, it was cool. Okay, sorry. Power Ranger nerd coming out. So that guy, the Red Ranger, I don't know his name because I don't know fucking actors. Mm-hmm. He came back as a villain in Mystic. I don't know, in a later season. He came back as a villain.
Yeah.
And then, IRL, he stabbed his roommate with a sword.
Good job.
Yeah.
So... I feel like I would be a lot like him because he's very wild and fiery, but I don't know too much about his personality. But
he's funky.
But I also feel like I'd be a lot like Wes from Time-Force.
Is that the alien?
No, Time-Force is where they go back in time and they get stuck.
No, Time-Force. There's an alien.
There's an alien.
The Green Ranger with green hair.
He was an alien?
Yeah.
That's right, he wore a hat!
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Yeah. So
I
feel like I would be Wes because Wes is a teacher.
Okay, sidebar. Acario says, great pick, John. You played yourself. Okay, sorry.
I did.
Wes, teenager.
I like Wes because Wes is a teacher.
No, teachers.
And he teaches these people how to live in the 21st century. He takes care of them, and that's kind of me, a helping, loving person. That's all he did is he loved on all like at the end of it, at the end of the series, like they all came up to him and they're just like, thank you, Wes. Now I can finally actually drive a car. I have my license. Oh yeah, you're welcome. And then another person is just like the green guy. He got all emotional when he had to leave. Kira, the girl who gives hugs, who's super super strong. She hugs him. He's like, I can't breathe, but I'm gonna miss your hugs. So and then the Pink Ranger he was in love with. So
who wasn't? Any of them.
So I would probably feel like I would be related to them, and if anybody, I'd probably be Zach from Mighty Morphin. Just black. No, just off the
Asian.
walls. Off the walls. You know, just funny. You know, I don't care. You know, I just want to have a good time.
Okay, I don't know why, but this character's in my head. Andros from Space.
I could see that.
He was very level-headed for the most part. Or at least he tried to put on that facade for a lot of things.
In the beginning, he was very by the book.
Oh yeah, but then he's got his own interior struggles going on.
His character,
family issues.
His character was very, very, what's the word? Deep. He had depth, a lot of depth.
Oh yeah. Like
when you first met him, you're like, all right, there's not a lot to this guy, and then as the story progresses, like there's a lot to this dude that I didn't realize, and really, it's kind of funny because it's like. The story is you feel like the story is about the Earthlings, and Andros is just there.
Yeah, he's just, hey, dude.
Yeah, but then as it goes along, it's like because it's like the most different Power Ranger show I've ever seen. Like it's not like your typical Power Ranger show. It's like these teenagers are trying to save the world. No, it's like these four go up to this ship, and Andros is doing his gig, and it's just like, hey, you guys are joining me. I guess so.
Shout out to the early seasons of Power Rangers.
I know, right?
Up to Galaxy. Well, okay, don't get me wrong.
Lost Galaxy, right?
Lost Galaxy.
That was a good season.
Yeah, it is Lost Galaxy. Anyways, so I watched thoroughly.
Yeah.
Up till
Lost Galaxy.
Wild Force was my last one.
Oh wait, was that after Lost Galaxy?
Yeah, Wild Force was after Rescue and shit.
I think same for me.
It was okay. Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
Alien. Turbo.
Oh.
No, sorry. Zeo.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Alien.
Space. Yeah, Alien. The Aquatar Rangers. They came for season 3 of Mighty Morphin. Because the Mighty Morphin got turned into kids. So the Aquatar Rangers came down,
that's right.
And they had the bubbly voices and shit like
that's
that.
That's right.
That season was kind of ass. But the Rangers, the suit was cool. They looked like fucking ninjas and shit. Anyways, so Mighty Morphin... Alien, Zeo, Turbo, Space, Lost Galaxy,
Wild.
Rescue.
Yeah.
I think there might be more than Wild, but I'm gonna double check that.
And then Time.
Do you remember when TMNT teamed up with Power Rangers? Fuck yeah,
Space.
I remember that. Dude, that shit was awesome.
That was Space.
Crossover.
Yeah, definitely look up the order.
Yeah, the order of
Power
Rangers. So anyways, another one I thought of as John was going through with character and the depth of the character that I think I relate to is Johnny Young Bosch's character, the Black Ranger for... I think he first showed up in Zeo. Maybe he was Mighty Morphin, but I can't remember.
Adam?
Yeah, Adam.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a lot of self-doubt, but when he was needed, he showed up. He had a lot of perseverance and Damo spirit and shit like that.
Rocky was my favorite character, though.
Rocky was pretty dope.
Rocky was my absolute favorite character.
Don't skip ahead. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, like I was saying, I like those beginning seasons of Power Rangers because they had fucking continuation. It wasn't new Rangers every new season.
Yeah.
Like, the Zordon storyline, which was from Mighty Morphin till, I believe, Space. It might have gone into Galaxy.
Space. No, I think it ended in Space, and he made a cameo
later on down the road in Galaxy or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
But I liked how they kept going. So for Mighty Morphin, they turned most of them. Some of them got replaced, obviously, in MMPR.
Yep.
They went to Zeo. Most of them went to Turbo.
And then
there was a few, cast changes with
all the originals were gone by Turbo.
The little kid, and then Tommy got replaced by
the black guy.
Yeah, damn, I'm not remembering names. But anyway,
yeah. So basically, Turbo, all the original cast members are gone.
Right, and then, well, for the most part.
Oh yeah.
They were there for a little while.
Johnny by the end of Turbo.
Yeah, exactly. Then Space, the kid gets left behind, and the other 4 go on.
Well, he chooses.
No. If you watch the transfer, he's just literally like, Bye, I didn't make it in time.
No, he chooses because he wants to stay with his dad.
I don't remember. I thought he got like...
No, he says...
Like, that was a big thing, but I remember him, like,
yeah.
run into the spaceship.
Yeah, to say goodbye. But he said, I want to stay here with my... He doesn't say, but then the lady in the thing says he wants to stay with his dad.
Alright, well... Okay. Well, anyway.
That's a lot of them.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that happened. And then Galaxy was the first one they...
Space.
Lightspeed Rescue. Balls. Time Force. Dumb.
Loved
ass.
it.
And then Wild Force, yeah.
Wait, what's the next one? Ninja Storm. I watched that
right.
one. Dino Thunder. I watched that
Tommy's
one.
Return. SPD Emergency.
So I watched all the way to Dino Thunder. I did not like SPD. Even though SPD was probably one of the better ones.
Mystic Force was after that. Operation Overdrive.
I heard Overdrive sucked.
Jungle Fury.
I watched that one.
RPM. MMPR, the re-releases. Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai.
I heard those ones were okay.
Mega Force and Super Mega Force. They had a lot of callback suits, Rangers, weapons. Dino Charge, Super Dino Charge. Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel. Didn't know about that one. And then Beast Morphers, which is coming out.
And they're apparently, since Saban has bought it back, and they're changing things, the Super is no longer, from what I have been hearing, which is a good thing because it's kind of dumb. Not a lot of people like it.
Just like a season 2 of it.
Popularity has gone quite down.
Well, I mean, it's fucking people jumping around in spandex. I mean, you can only fight an alien that goes so many times, you know?
And have so much pyro.
Yeah. Well, no.
There was one season where everything they did, pyro. You thought You thought Michael Bay was on the scene.
Before Michael Bay was even a thing.
No. It was when Michael Bay was a thing.
Whatever. So yeah, Adam's another character I think you relate to. I think those are the big two that are standing out, or at least are popping in my head.
I think Dio would be Tommy. Just because of his personality.
Yeah, I could see the positive, like, because Tommy was like, yeah, come on, guys, you know,
Yeah,
or even
Dio.
with like, you know, random jobber bots that are around the teens or the kids, like, yeah, man, I could see that.
And I just think of Tommy's signature. I think of Dio.
He didn't really do that in class.
Well, no, I just think of Dio, like, because he goes like, yeah. So he has like his own signature thing. Or the Dio.
Alright, so that's relate to. Who do you want to be?
You do this one first.
Fuck, come on, man.
Going back.
It's obvious. I want to be Tommy. Come on. Not necessarily for Kimberly. Oh, come on.
Which Tommy, though?
Not Dino Thunder Tommy. Even though that was cool, like that he came back with his spiky hair and, you know, was in charge and the Black Ranger. And then not his Forever Red Tommy either, where he's like just the badass, like that everybody looks up to. Like, don't get me wrong.
So you didn't want to be the
He
Zeo.
was. No, I'm fine with Zeo.
What's Forever Red?
You don't know the crossover?
I
Dude.
think I've seen it where all the Red Rangers come.
It's fucking glorious,
Yeah,
yes. It's in Wild Force.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
all the Red Rangers gang up and they're like, fuck all you other colors, and they just kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was when he was Zeo.
He came out as Owie, because he was red in Zeo. He wasn't red in anything else.
Yeah.
Well, except for Turbo, but that Turbo guy was there, and then Jason came back as MMPR, a little husky fella, but he was there. And then all the other Red Rangers are there. But yeah, like in the story, like Tommy's like the badass, and everybody's like, oh, Tommy. And then, you know, him and Jason have his little joke at the end where it's like, oh, I thought I was the, you know, I was the first Red Ranger or whatever.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like fangirling over Tommy, like, why was Tommy? And Jason's like, what the hell?
I was the first one.
Yeah. But like, yeah, he's like this badass.
It kind of sucks that Rocky gets shafted.
I mean, they had one for each series, so. But yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's why Rocky gets shafted.
Well, you can't have two turbos running out, or two Zeos running out.
No, not
two turbos.
No, two Mighty Morphin.
Oh yeah, shit, two MMPRs running out there. My bad.
I mean, they could.
Not really. They could. But I didn't see RPM and Samurai crossover. remember, we watched till... Well, I watched till...
I mean,
Wild
I've
Force.
seen bits and parts
I
of,
watched
scenes.
part of the
but...
Megaforce giant... Holy shit, we have an armada of Rangers.
And then there's the Ultimate Ranger that has every single 6th Ranger power.
Did not know that.
That
OP.
I found out. That he's pretty fucking OP. So that's basically their 6th Ranger for their season.
Yeah.
And he gets all of the 6th Ranger power.
Wow.
Like
Alright.
there's like his outfit looks really stupid. Like he's got this cross thing and he looks like a Boy Scout and he has all these patches, but it's all the helmets of the 6th Rangers.
Ooh. Alright. So yeah, obviously I want to be Tommy. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, you never said which Tommy. You said not the red Tommy.
Probably White Ranger Tommy, let's be honest. I get a sword that talks to me, I get a fucking falcon, I get shoulder pads. Yeah, probably. Don't get me wrong, Turbo would be badass, get that red car. Zeo, I get a 5-point star helmet that I always enjoyed.
And your own actual standalone Zord.
Yeah, the punchy thing, yeah.
He's got guns.
Yeah.
What one would I want to be?
Still remember the weird training for Red Ranger and Jungle Fury. Fixed chair.
Yeah, those were weird.
Okay.
I would want to be the Green Ranger Tommy, just because he's the coolest Ranger I've ever seen. Green guy was awesome. And then there's one more. I'm trying to remember.
If it's just based on suits, you remember the guy? I believe he was in Zeo. I don't know if he must have been around.
Oh, and that's the other one, Jason. I would want to be the Gold Ranger.
Oh no, okay, that was a
No, that's Lost in Space. I know.
Yeah,
that's
the horn
Michael.
guy. Oh,
He
that
died.
was badass.
Yeah, he dies by saying.
Dies?
Yeah, they try. Don't you remember? He goes into like that black hole trying to hold it.
No, I remember the action figure honestly the most. I didn't see him much in the show. I was like, this guy's cool.
I didn't watch most of the Lost Galaxy. I was kind of in and out of it because I always missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But after Lost, I saw most of it. But after Lost Galaxy is where I really focused on. But I would want to be Tommy and Gold Ranger Zeo because those are the coolest looking outfits ever.
Nice.
And Gold Ranger Zeo is so powerful that it was literally killing
Jason. All right.
Wait, is this his actual real name?
No, Austin St. John.
Austin. Okay, yeah. So Jason is his
Tommy's
character.
Jason.
So Jason is his character name.
Yeah.
I keep thinking his character name is his real name.
No, they didn't do that.
So,
Question 3. Season 3, premise, 6th Ranger, color line, your own color, Megazord.
okay. So, if I were to have my own season, I would want to go with. So they've been doing a lot of dinosaurs. Obviously, they're doing beasts this time, so they're going back to that. So that means you can get multiple Zords.
That was another thing cool about Wild Force sidebar. They found the random other
That's
Zords,
why I loved
the
it so
blue
much.
elephant and the
Yeah.
gorilla.
Yeah, and then they added them together.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Sorry.
One of my favorites was the Dragon Zord from the second Zords of Mighty Morphin. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. I'll look it up though.
Like it's the Red Dragon Zord.
Red Dragon.
Like he's like a Japanese dragon.
Oh, like the Extendo
Yeah.
one that like transformed into the dude with the spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I liked those Zords, and my absolute favorite. I shouldn't say that. Well, from the first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie, that storyline I liked a lot. I liked those characters and those Zords. So
That thing.
yeah.
Essentially.
So I would actually, to be quite honest, I would want to go with dragons as my premise. So it has to do with dragons. And each dragon is a certain dragon. Kind of like Voltron almost. Like each one is an element.
Mm.
So obviously the blue one's water. The yellow one's desert. You can come up with whatever you want for pink. I don't know. Our white would be snow. We'll say this. We'll say blue, yellow, white, with pink in it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to have pink.
They
Ninja
did it.
Storm didn't have pink.
Well, no. They did it in Wild Force. She was white, but she had pink highlights.
Oh, yeah, because she was the
Tiger.
Yeah.
So blue, yellow, white, black, obviously red.
That's 5.
And then the Sixth Ranger would be me, and I would be...
Green.
Yeah, I don't have green. So I would pick 1 of 3, depending on my dragon. I would be orange, purple, or green. 1 of the 3. And orange, I wouldn't know what element to pick. Green, the forest. And purple, I don't know either.
You can make orange or purple like a mystic type element.
Yeah, we could do that. So I would pick... I mean, orange would pop out the most, so then I would stand out the most, which normally the Sixth Ranger normally does. So, yeah, I probably would go with orange the most, and I wear orange a lot, but I like purple and green. And I would obviously... I probably would say I look a lot more like Tommy's first incarnation, the Green Ranger, and have like all this extra stuff. And then what was the next part of it?
New season premise, Sixth Ranger, color line, and your own
Megazord.
Megazord or Jazord.
So my Megazord would, I think I would go with orange and gold, just because it's an eyesore, and people will see me. So my Megazord would be, it would all be derived from dragons. So like each dragon would be a certain type of dragon, but my dragon would be like Rocky's dragon from the one that I showed you, where he turns into
like
a guy.
It's like the ninja dragon or whatever it is.
Yeah, and he's able to like just fight on his own. He transforms from that Japanese like serpent type dragon into his own fighter, and he fights. But then he can join into the other ones, and they become super uber strong. So it would probably be called Dragon Force, or
Through
something.
the fire and flames.
Power Rangers Dragon. Power Ranger Dragon Force. Mighty Dragon. Mighty Power. Yeah. You guys get the idea.
Mighty Morphin Power Dragon Rangers.
Yeah.
MMPDR. Let's see.
Now, one of them is pirates, so you can't do pirates.
Pirates.
Because I was going to do pirates.
Pirates garbage. No, thank you.
You don't like the pirate one?
There was a pirate. I didn't even know there was a
So
pirate.
there's Mystical, if you're going. Wait. Megaforce.
Megaforce is the throwbacks,
No, it's not.
allowing them to call powers of previous Rangers.
Yeah. That's the one I was telling you where the Sixth Ranger.
Zordon's protege, Gazé, calls on high school students, blah, 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 blah. Megaforce arranges to battle invasion of Warstar Empire. They are later joined by the Robo Knight in his fight against toxic mutants.
Yeah. They're like, they look like,
They look like normal fucking people. They don't look like pirates.
yeah, they look like pirates. Look it up.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing, John?
Fact check. Fact check. Fact check. Brad's doing a little fact check.
How does that look like a pirate?
The sword, when they take out their swords.
Because the sword?
Yeah, the sword is a
Does it
saber.
look like a rapier? Okay, so
No,
does
it's a
Lost
saber.
Galaxy.
Like a saber. Like, no, that's their equipment. There it is.
Alright.
Yeah, see?
With their jackets. That's
Yeah.
season 2. That's Super Megaforce.
Yeah, but they still in the
That's
first
not
one kind
Megaforce.
of. But they still kinda do.
Well, it's just a big ass wide sword. Doesn't make them pirates. They're not like, Yahar! Summon me boat!
Their main enemy has a pirate ship.
Okay. Diva Tox was a fucking BDM or whatever it is, but they were driving cars around.
She had a submarine.
Yeah, exactly. We don't fucking have boats.
The pirates.
They became pirates in Super Mega. Alright, my bad.
And I heard Super Mega Force wasn't that good.
I think I'm gonna go with the ninja aspect of it, because, like I mentioned before, I like the Alien Ranger look. Like, it's simple, but it stands out. But I'm also gonna, like, combine Wild Force in a way. Like, each person has, like, an animal represented by them. Duh. And, I don't know why I have this illusion. Like, it's not like the stupid, I didn't like the Mystic Force little mini capes that they had, but I want something similar to, like, a Strider Hiru look, where maybe you have the cloak and you, like, whoosh, whip it off, or whatever. Like, I'm thinking of the morphing sequence, which is mad dumb, but, like, I'm thinking of, like, you know, the typical Tai Chi, whatever the fuck you wanted, like, hand sign thing.
Yeah.
There's a little mystic, like, smoke that, like, pops up, and then you spin around, you're in the suit, and then you whip off the cloak, and whatever. I don't know if I'd go full helmet, now that I'm thinking about it. If I'm gonna go a Strider look, maybe I'll just go this, with, like, the scarf.
It's Power Rangers.
I'm trying to be different here. New season. So, I don't know. It could go, like, the Strider look, where it's just the cloak, or the scarf, like I mentioned. I could do something like that, but then head protection.
Protection.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Load!
Maybe that. Or even, like, that could be, like, you know how they had the ninja look for a while in MMPR after the movie? Maybe it's like that. Like, maybe they have two morphs.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the first one is the Strider look, and then it's, like, the similar to the Alien Ranger look.
Yeah, that's cool.
Colors. Let's see, 5 basic and then me.
And red could be the 6th too.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying.
If
I
you
want
wanna
to do
make it
like
that way.
different colors, but I'm trying to think of like animals that would go with each color. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'd go green frog, gray wolf.
I got you on numbers.
Thank you. Black gorilla. Black would be the leader. He's gorilla.
Ooh, I like that. It's interesting. Racist, though. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Would the black guy? Would the Black Ranger be black?
I don't know. We'll see in casting.
Go to White
Let's
Tiger,
see. Wolf.
Orange
Got a
Tiger.
frog, so I got legs.
Do Orange Tiger,
Arm.
yellow lion.
Yeah, I'll do orange tiger. That's a good one. And then we'll do a pink.
Flamingo.
No, we'll do a. Gotta be something with wings. So I'm trying to think of a bird.
Flamingo.
No.
Phoenix.
Real animal.
Phoenixes are real animals too.
No, they're not. Maybe not pink. I'll do a purple raven. Okay, so purple, orange, black, gray, green. Those are pretty different colors. And then...
Orange is already different.
Yeah. And then I'll
Black
go...
being the leader is completely different.
Yeah, mix up. And then I'll go... I'm trying to think of like a mix. Because originally I was going to go black and white. Like have like a mix like a zebra almost look. I wouldn't be the zebra, but like some kind of like how the special ones for Dino Charge were, Dino Thunder. How they had like a little different look to him.
Yeah, but he was mainly white though. They considered him.
They had like accents. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I think I would go. Maybe I'd go yellow and black, like full yellow with black accenting, and
Yeah, 'cause
I would
there's no
be
yellow. The lion.
Could be lion. Yeah, that
Six,
could work.
'cause Six Ranger sometimes can be the leader. Take over the leader spot.
Take over the black man's job.
I actually came up with another idea while we were talking.
But yeah, I think lion sounds good. I'll go with that.
My other
The
idea.
Bee Ranger. Oh wait, yeah, Bee Ranger.
My other idea would be, as I was looking at this and I said orange and I looked at this, I was like, oh!
It could be a
Sports
duck.
Rangers. No, Sports Rangers.
Oh God. Where they had. That just reminds me of Rescue. We're Power Rangers, but we have real jobs. I was like, oh God, no.
I actually really liked that one. That one was a good season.
Bully.
Game sucked.
Well, yeah, I think I think that covers it. Nice. All right. Did you have anything else to add on there?
Nah.
Alright, topic 4, wrapping up tonight, is a viewer topic. I gotta look up topics, but if you would like to submit a topic for the Wait What Are We Talking About podcast, you can go to Discord, Enigma911, you can join that, and put a topic in the Wait What Are We Talking About topics forum, I guess you could call it, or you can comment down below in this YouTube video, and we might talk about your topic. Let's see. Did a lot of Kiwi ones last time, so let me see if I can find something different. I think we did rainbows on the one-on-ones. Oh, shit. I think we might have gone through all of our topics from fans. Dicks. Alright, doesn't look like we have one, so you can put one in the chat right now. I have one, says Pancake. You could have been on the damn show! Pancake, what's your topic? Fucking hell. You know the amount of time she has fucked up today? 3!
Count them. 3!
Me! Okay, put in the chat. Oh, God. Oh, I could have done that one. Any day she'll type it out. Dun, 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 dun. You had one job, Pancake, be on the show. Jeez, exactly. Thoughts on Ronda Rousey and WWE. All right. Thoughts on Ronda Rousey and WWE. All right. From a non-WWE fan, that is quite a topic. The night of the Royal Rumble, Miss Rousey debuted, or at least made her appearance in the World Wrestling of Entertainments. She showed up at the end of the Women's Royal Rumble, which is a first, and she pointed to the WrestleMania sign, indicating that she is signed on. She is debuting this Sunday at WrestleMania, tag teaming with Kurt Angle against Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon, aka Not Gonna Really Fucking Matter match. But, you know, it is what it is. Thoughts on it. Thoughts were very hot and heavy the night of the Rumble, as I think John was here, speculated if Miss Rousey was going to be in the Rumble herself, as Nolan was a defender and wanted her in there, as my dad was a clear advocate against it due to history and how that would have been a middle finger to the entire movement that they were doing. Which it would. Yeah, it was. So, her being in WWE, I am on both sides of this argument. Is it cool? Yeah, sure. She's a bit of a fan. She seems that she's dedicated. She's been going to the Performance Center and training and things like that. If she can succeed, you know, good. Good for her.
Brother Brock Lesnar.
Fuck him. He's going back to UFC. So Roman Reigns, spoiler alert, winning on Sunday. Ha! Anyway, so her I have no problem with. How they're treating her,
However,
or they're debuting her, that is where I have a problem. As I mentioned, she showed up at the Royal Rumble at the very end, and many a folk could make the argument that she stole the spotlight from this major event that the ladies were having their first Rumble, and Asuka winning it.
I think that's why they did it, Brett.
I'm not flawing their business move here. I'm just saying it comes off, fuck all y'all, that all that hard work you put in, I'm somebody new, look at me kind of deal.
They're very good at doing that.
Oh yeah, they're a bitch. Anyway, so not that, like, it was a moment. They created a moment. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. WWE likes to do that. They like to piss the crowd off because it gets them to watch more.
Yeah. In a way, they're losing money fast. But anyway, so cool she's there. This Mania match I'm happy with because I was scared that she was going to be like insta title shot and like thrust right at the fucking top of the mountain fighting Bliss or Charlotte, but she's not.
Mm-hmm.
So they're respecting Asuka winning the Rumble. She got her choice. She's fighting Charlotte. And then Alexa's got her thing against Nia, which they've been kind of building up to, so I'm fine with that. Now in retrospect, 2020 hindsight. But at that moment, it was like, fuck! You're taking all this, and you're just like, nope, new person, kind of deal. So I'm fine with it. We'll see how she goes Sunday, and obviously down the road in her career.
Yeah.
I have no problem with her. I'm sure she'll do well. Obviously, she'll sell tickets and things like that because of her past and her name.
Hopefully she's not like CM Punk going to the UFC and blows it.
Miss you.
Fuck him.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously all we can do is wait and see. Like I said, I'm happy it's this result compared to my fears. Made a moment. Now it's gone and passed, whatever. And like I said, seeing the result now, who cares? Mm-hmm. But obviously it could have been flipped if it was the other way.
Mm-hmm. My opinion is, after WrestleMania, she's not going to be there anymore.
Wow, okay.
Because WrestleMania has a special event every year. Remember back when it was in Orlando, back in the day, when it was Big Show and Floyd?
Mm-hmm.
Floyd made an appearance a couple times before.
Yeah, she signed for a contract, though. Like a legit contract. Like she's not going anywhere. Floyd just wanted money. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, he signed a contract for that money.
Yeah, one match and the appearances. No, she signed on to actually do this. She said it in numerous interviews and stuff like that. Yep.
I just got a feeling that it's just all a ploy.
Ploy for?
Just like, oh yeah, I signed on to do this, and then just out of nowhere, someone's gonna be like, wow, that bitch gone. Just it's plot twist. I look for the plot twists. It's the only plot twist I can see happening. She's a famous person. They usually bring famous people in. I mean, is there
after they get their ass beat?
No.
They usually bring people in on their high. That like, okay.
No, they let them win WrestleMania. Floyd won it.
Okay. First off, like I said, this match don't mean ass. We all know she's gonna win.
Yeah, Floyd and Big Show didn't mean anything either.
Okay. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about her.
Yeah, I know.
There's no... Why insta-bury somebody? You know what I mean? Why bring her in to lose? They're not. I know. That's why it's a foregone conclusion. Yeah, no shit, she's gonna win.
Yeah.
That's why the title thing scared me. Because she came in, give me because that would have been like, bitch, you literally came in, now you're just taking the time, whatever, fuck you, type deal. This, it's Stephanie McMahon. And Triple H puts people over now. Like, they're just doing it because it's a spectacle, kind of thing. But anyway, going back on your one deal thing, bringing people when they're hot, she did that with The Rock, with Fast and Furious. When she first flipped Triple H's ass, and he sold then. So I feel like if it was something like that, usually they bring people in when they're doing real well and their name's already in the media. I don't think they'd bring her in for that kind of one-time thing after she got her ass handed to her twice. No offense, I can do any better.
That same woman would whoop my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the one who lost would whoop my ass, and
exactly.
that kind of turns me on a little bit.
Okay, did not need to go down that path.
Call me Ronda.
She's married to an abusive dude.
Well, that's why she should call me.
Abusive dude. Anyway,
she should call me.
We already had this discussion in topic 2. All right. Anyway, damn it, John. But yeah, especially after she got asked her. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think they'd bring her in for that because the high of her is gone. Like, the only reason people are is once again the name, but it's not like holy shit. It's Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated guy, coming in and doing his thing. Like, people booed Floyd because he was an ass. He still is an ass. Yeah, he wasn't playing a character there. So, I don't think so. But obviously we can't know until it happens. Mm-hmm. But I think she's around. Yep. All right. That's been another episode of the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast. Episode 18, featuring Big John once again, and mystery guest 2, because they didn't either of them show up. So, whatever. Fuck them. You can catch this live every first and third Saturday of the month over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 at 8 p.m. on the dot, except for days when I sleep in and things like that, like today. But you catch it over there. Like I said, bring a topic to the table. If you have topics for us that you would like to discuss, either comment down below or go to Discord, join ours. There's some cool people there. You can type in your topics there, and we'll pull from them when we need them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Crap, what's the usual outro I go with? I don't know. But episode 18, thanks for watching. Hit that sub button. Like, follow, share. Tell your grandma that this is cool and you should watch this. Or whoever you think would enjoy it. Maybe not grandma. Maybe she'll die of a heart attack when we talk about anime. Whoa. Well, that's why I'm saying don't tell her. Because if you do, then grandma's going to be dead. And we don't want that. So, thanks for watching and hanging out. We will see you next time for episode 19. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out. Dab out and go tank.